Right, next up we have one system that popped up in Hades Gamma, where there were 4 before, and suddenly there's a 5th system, namely the Cacus System. Like we had these 4 before. Cacus popped up. I don't exactly know what's going on here. Let's check it out. Just one cluster over. So we have a couple of planets here. Altahe. An enigmatic terrestrial planet, Altahe has a hazy atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of sodium. 3 times in the last century, ships stopping to discharge at Treyamis have reported geometric patterns on the lights on the dark side of Altahe. Attempts at closer investigation proved fruitless. The lights disappear when ships approach the inner systems. Orbital distance 2 AU. I think they should always indicate the orbital distance. That's so interesting. It's the closest to the star in this system, and it's still 2 AU away. 2.1 years. 4.5 Earth atmosphere, still very hot. Even at 2 AU. Seems to be a very... Mercury. Seems to be a very hot star. Which means it probably has also a lot of mass. Which, isn't it curious that there's like anything inside of 2 AU of it then? Chohe is the one we land on. Xamari. Xamari is a small airless crater terrestrial, a lifeless rock similar to Luna. It's frozen, also similar in size. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silicates, though one hemisphere has several seas of dark basaltic rock. 36 years, 42 hours, minus 117 degrees Celsius. Let's check out this asteroid belt. Nothing. Okay. Ferengor. A large but low-density terrestrial world. Ferengor is generally believed to consist mainly of water ice, occasional upwelling of metals caused by the interacting tidal forces of several large moons suggest their core is small but extremely dense. Ferengor is a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of dark, carbon-laced water ice. 10 years ago, Ferengor's grim surface color and dim illumination drew the cinematographer Reza Uvarsan to film the exterior scenes of Starless on location. Acknowledged as a masterpiece of Gothic horror, the sets, well preserved by the vacuum, draw hundreds of tourists to the backwater system every year. That's not very many, hundreds. I'd love to see that movie though. 20 AU. It's still so far above absolute zero, right? Also no atmospheric pressure. Pretty big one. This looks cool though. Treyamis. Treyamis is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a powerful magnetic field, making it a popular discharge site for freighters working the Anansi-Ishtar shipping route. It is popular enough, in fact, that Quarian ships can often be found loitering in orbit, selling the freighter crews cheap refreshment, salvage and odd craftworks assembled by their children. There are no ships in orbit at present, however. 51.8 AU. Smallish gas giant. Okay, we were going to land on Chohe, I think. Chohe is a terrestrial planet whose surface is mainly composed of aluminum with numerous deposits of calcium. Though it has enough mass to retain a dense atmosphere, Chohe is nearly a vacuum. This lack of atmosphere allows a moderate average temperature, but the differences between day and night are extreme. The surface of Chohe's sunward-facing side is usually covered by a haze of volatiles, mainly water vapor and carbon dioxide, which return to the ground as frost over the course of the long, cold night. The Serta Foundation has established a research outpost on Chohe to investigate the native subterranean life of Chohe. of Chohe, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold. Pretty long day, yeah, radius 8,000, 0 atmospheres, but still 11 degrees. And around 1 G of gravity. Right, what do we have here? Doesn't look as mountainous as the last planets we visited. Should make exploration slightly more straightforward. Hello. What is going on here? That's not gonna work. Okay. Matriarch's writings. Oh, so we're actually done with Matriarch's writings, I think. Does it not? It's not in the active ones anymore, but I didn't see it in the complete ones as well. Close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of a wistful string quartet. You power the system down. Whoever lived here, haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Chohe's chalky dust. The status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. More Matriarch's writings. Ah, this might just be bugged now. Also level 54, finally. Assassin specialization. So now we're going here. Haven't seen any minerals here yet. Let's go around the mountain. I suppose that's faster. Ooh. This looks like an entire base. No signs of life though. We go inside. No?
Let's get moving.
That's curious. Like nothing here at all? Science base. Salvager camp. It's like, we don't actually have like a quest for this system, so I'm wondering. Maybe we need to come back at some point once we do have a quest for this. Seems weird that there's a base here, but it's locked. Okay, I guess let's go to the debris. And then get out of here. Oop. Finally some minerals. Mercury. Oh, I know what this is. Right. And also, this is kind of a hard area to fight it in. So we don't have much in terms of cover. Maybe here. Where are you? Uh-oh. It's getting close. Where's it at? Oh no, not the tentacles. I think it'll only come out once I've destroyed all the tentacles, right? Or maybe it'll drop out right under me and destroy me. Ugh. Run, Mako, run! Oh no, not the tentacles. You get it? Whew! Oh, actually we got 100,000 money there. How can we when we're at maximum? I don't know. Phew. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting better with the Mako too. There's still this debris though. I wonder how Rex even fits into this Mako, to be honest. Seems too small and especially too flat for him. I mean, look at him. Well, it's gonna be tight in there for Rex. Ah, that was almost successful. Ah. Okay. Should be it, right? Let's go north once more. Pleasant is so nice and pleasant to explore. Oh, I do actually see red on the radar. And a question mark. Good thing we checked. That's like an entire team of mercenaries. Huh. Interesting. What are they guarding? Okay, so can we salvage the crashed satellite? Or no? Doesn't seem like it. Well, at least we got that XP for the mercenaries. Fascinating. Do we find any? Yeah, we actually did find some Mercury here. Oh, and there's something more. Plutonium. Give me that radioactive material. And back to Normandy. So that was... Chohe on, or rather in the Hades Gamma cluster. Let's just delete that from my document. Hades Gamma. Done. Right, what do we have? So we do have... Oops. We do have two things left here in the Hawking Eta and Styx Theta cluster. There is two systems in here, Erebus and Acheron, and one system in Hawking Eta, just Century, where there's supposed to be a biotic commune. But both of them are kind of on the way to Ilos. Another thing we have still is the Armstrong Nebula with 4 worlds, and there's supposedly lots of Geth activity in this cluster. And then the last thing we have... is in the Horse Head Nebula, which is also on the way to Hawking Eta, though. There's a system called Fortuna where we're supposed to meet, I forgot her name again, the woman where we who we kill the 2 crime bosses for. I feel like, though, should we do that? I mean, sure, let's do that. That's Fortuna. New system in here. Meganlis is a rock terrestrial. It looks very yellow for terrestrial, very monochrome. With an atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trace amounts of helium, scans reveal ancient lava plains on the surface, implying a geologically active past. The crust consists of sulfur and basalts, but the planet's mass suggests a core of iron and heavier materials. Cursory drill coring suggests the possibility of simple subterranean life. Pretty similar to Earth, although way colder. Despite the atmosphere. Terrain insignia. Ferumlon is a frigid world with a thick nitrogen-argon atmosphere. The crust consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but is surprisingly rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, the phosphates are relatively pure and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammunition. 31 years. 17. Like, very high pressure here on these worlds, but still very cold. Seems like the star's pretty weak. Plutonium. Star called Fortuna. No asteroid belt 2 and 2 more planets. Amaranthine. This is where we land and where we're supposed to meet our quest giver, so to say. Ventenia. Our data on Ventenia is very limited. When the system was charted by the Alliance surveyor Cooper, only a small unmanned flyby probe was spared for the distant world. It is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of krypton and sulfur dioxide. Normandy's more detailed survey suggests a frozen terrestrial may be a suitable target for mining. While it is largely water ice, mapping of mass concentration suggests it has a core of pure aluminum. Pretty small. Very cold, getting close to absolute zero, yeah, right. Amaranthine is a chilly rock world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its frozen surface consists largely of light titanium and aluminum oxides, with deposits of thorium and other heavy metals located in the deep crust. Amaranthine was named by the human poet Sofia Cabral during her tour of duty aboard the Alliance surveyor ship Coupe. Under the dim light of the red dwarf Fortuna, the surface of this world is lit in rich twilight blues and purples even at midday. 12 Earth years, about the size of Earth, long day. Higher pressure and G's than Earth, but very cold. Chilly is maybe not an apt descriptor for this. It's actually frigid. Here we are. What's this look like? Okay, there's our quest down there. Okay. I see some minerals right away. Frictionless materials 10. Okay. I bet she's going to kill us. Like, I can't, or try to kill us, that is. I literally can't imagine another outcome of this quest. Like, maybe as a paragon we can, like, convince her or something not to kill us. But as a renegade, I see no other option. So we can't see the star, right? It seems like we're on the night side. Helena Blake, I think her name is. It'd also be interesting to know if the Mass Effect team actually built these planets themselves, or if this is like some kind of randomized map generator. Turian insignia. Shouldn't we be at like max Turian insignia by now? The Turian insignia, by the way, are insignia of the 13 colonies that apparently got lost in the war with the humans, which I did not know that. That would explain like a lot of the reservations other species have against humans if they had just like annihilated 13 Turian colonies in that conflict. Kind of amazing that they would give us any responsibilities at all then, to be quite frank. Okay. Oh, hi.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
Oh, maybe actually the Paragon option is killing her too.
Those men deserve to die. Now, are we gonna have a problem?
Not if I can help it, Commander. I hope you can see that I am by far a lesser evil than those men.
Why?
Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. There will be no drugs and no slave-taking for the Batarians. Those days are over.
And I'm supposed to believe you, huh? You're under arrest. Then we're fine.
I'm giving you one chance to live through this. Shut this gang down.
I cannot believe you place such a high priority on stopping such petty, victimless crimes. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, I felt like that was the Renegade option. Also, what, like 23,000 until the next level? Oh, that's for Liara. Barrier. Rex has 5 points actually. Fitness. And me. I'm at 54, and I'm also like 23k away from a level. Can I like loot anything here, or will you start shooting at me? I mean, I wouldn't mind that terribly. Will they start shooting at me? He's got his gun trained on me. You don't mind if I take your stuff, do you? Huh. Even a Krogan. Look at that. Good job, Helena. Like, I've been at max Renegade for a while now. The only points I can still amass are Paragon points. Mercenary Sniper? Oh, is there? Okay, yeah. It would have been a big fight. And a wall save. That's a rough one, huh? Guess I gotta wait for a better constellation here. This seems better, yeah. Still kinda hard to get through. Okay, there we go. Lots of money. If we weren't at max money already. Seriously, Shepard, can't you just like give your people a raise or whatever, since you're at max money anyways? Invest some in a new, like, refrigerator for the crew's beers or so? Something like that. Give your people benefits. People who are at max money. They're the worst, right? Okay, there. Valuable minerals. Okay, so we do have rare earths as well now. Full up. Turian insignias. Oh, we have 12 of 13 actually. Not all of them. Right, several Turian... Oh, it was outposts, not colonies. I mean, that's different, I guess. And colonies were destroyed during the Unification War. Wow. So a couple of colonies definitely too. Why did humans destroy human, like, Turian colonies? That's civilian targets, right? I mean, outposts I get. I mean, it's not that I'm surprised exactly, but... Still... Humans really shouldn't be surprised then. People don't like them. Want to go into this flat, salt flat a little bit. Looks like a salt flat at least. Salt flats must be such a, like, an amazing and surreal sight in real life. I've seen videos of them, of course, but not in pictures, but not seen them in real life yet. I want to see one at some point. Okay, let's go back to Normandy. So, that's that quest got done with as well. Horse Head Nebula. Let me put that here. Done. Done. Okay, save. What else do we have? So we do have the Styx Theta and Hawking Eta now. That's the only things apart from the Armstrong Nebula with all that Geth activity. So even though those are closest to Hylos, let's do those now. Novaria. Strenuous I've been before, yeah. And also Pax where Novaria is. So... Right, let's go to Styx Theta first. There's two systems in here. Acheron. Fartori. A modest terrestrial planet, Fartori has a thin atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and chlorine. Crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of nickel. Terrain is extremely rough, a patchwork of craggy, overlapping craters dating back to the formation of the solar system. Fartori is tightly locked to the star Acheron. The day side has never been fully mapped. Pretty hot, yeah. 0.2 years orbit, that's a fifth of a year, so like 65 days. It's 2 months. Altahe is an exceptional form of planet called Roche World. Put simply, it is one half of a pair of small and unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altahe and Ontahe, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. Is that possible? Wouldn't they crash into each other? This does not mean that one could fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres. Oh. Why are they identical, if they are not, like, literally connected? And dust from one often can be found on the other. Okay. Both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. The surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rocks, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Ontahe create constant heavy wind. 0.8, 0.8. Pretty small. Atmosphere and everything comparable though. This is interesting, and also, I bet, very beautiful once we land. With the other planets so closely hanging in the sky. I saw that. Carbonaceous asteroid. Turian insignia. That's the last one. Groselgan. An enigmatic rock and ice planet, Groselgan has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is composed of frozen water and chlorine. Pretty similar to Earth, even though it's much colder. Magnesium. And lastly, Imanea. Though exceptionally large for a terrestrial world, Imanea is composed of water ice and with a core of various carbonaceous compounds. It has a density only half of that of Earth, and an atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. The surface is composed of surprisingly pure water ice with a high albedo. 22 AU, pretty far away, also pretty cold. Has an atmosphere though, and is pretty big. Was the one? Altahe, right? Let's check it out. Okay. We have literally one map marker at the start of this. Ooh, this looks dusty, like a desert with some cliffs and mountains, and look at that planet right above us on the night sky. It's gorgeous, it's threatening. Oh, would you look at that? Right where I set my... like, right on top of my waypoint. There's a crashed probe or so. Those peaks look quite dramatic. I feel like they probably randomized the planets, but they put in some they had like an engine where they put in some factors, right? Such as maximum height of mountains, maximum incline, color of the ground. Also there's enemies here. What are these? I mean, this looks like a flat where there could also be a thresher more, but what we have here looks slightly different. Oh, Rachni! Wait, did he take damage? Yeah. It's kinda... frightening that there's just Rachni all over the place. Weren't we like extra careful killing them on Novaria because we didn't want them to spread, because they're so dangerous when they spread. Also, I'm just trying this out because I want to know how I go in a fight here, if I have any chance. Can you do one of those? And I'll do... well, I can't really do anything. That maybe. Does that give more XP? Like 329 for a small one? The big one was what, 2000? Okay.
I'll be okay.
That's nice. Let's go in here. See what happens if we kill him with a Mako. No, it's the exact same amount of XP. I thought it was different. Maybe they changed that in the Legendary Edition. I mean, it would make sense to change such a thing. That's kind of a weird mechanic. Oh, they're actually doing quite a good amount of damage to the Mako here. Gotta be careful. Oh! They got me! Damn! I should probably repair, right? Well, well, well. So sure, let's go there. Whatever that is. Uh-oh. I see more. Rachni, probably. Yeah. Can't shoot right now, okay. All of them, for now. Okay, let's go inside. See what we have here. More Rachni. Uh-oh. Some dead soldiers. Nope. This is a tough one. Damn it. No! Maybe from here. It's too... Here we go. More overrides. Fight coming up. Pretty massive fight. Yep, it's... Yikes. And yep, it's Rachni. Plot twist, we find the Rachni Queen here. She's escaped from our trap on the barrier. Lots of decryption coming up, right? What are those? Spores that infected the colonists?
Shepard, their logs say they received a supply run 2 days ago. The Rachni worked fast.
Where'd that supply ship come from?
I will need a moment. This base is supplied by drone freighters, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots, to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
Let's get this over with. Somebody needs an ass kicking. Whoever it is, we'll find them there.
Right.
The Rachni infestation on Altahe seems to be the result of a supply drop from Argos Row. The logs have downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. Right.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Okay. Yeah. Listening post Alpha in the Erebus system is reportedly being attacked by unidentified life forms and is requesting assistance. Didn't it say Argos Row? Sorry, capsule. Matriarch's writings. We're done with those now too. Let's do a small little detour before we leave this place. Aha. Gold. I think.
Ready.
Yeah. Come on. Okay. Heavy metals, just one more. Sure. Maybe there's a second metal here. Maybe we find more Rachni. Oh. Sumerian. Oh, that was apparently a rare earth. Oh, can I even get up here? Probably not. Okay. That's enough anyhow. So... this was the... planet Altahe in the Acheron System. Still have the Erebus system in Styx Theta. Also have still Hawking Eta. Argos Row, huh? Is there a new system here? Hydra and Phoenix? I'm actually not sure. What's our quest say again? It doesn't say Argos Row. It says... Erebus system in the Styx Theta cluster. That's where we are, right? Might be this one. Alright, this is a good place to end this episode, though. Off the Mako Chronicles, I think we're going to be doing at least 1 or 2 more. Probably 2, before we finish the main story. So see you for that. Take care. Goodbye.